Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I've done a lot of DIY recently and I'm very much DIY'd out, but I'm psyched to do this project. So today I'm going to be talking you guys through our kind of garage transformation. So this is something that we've always said that we were going to do since we moved into this house. I actually have like all the supplies already because we were going to do it. We've kind of started it like a year ago and then just gave up on it. So basically, obviously because of lockdown and we can't go to the gym, I hate running. I've been trying to run loads, but it's just not for me. So we've said that we want to invest a little bit of money into kitting out our garage into like a mini gym. So not spending much money at all because obviously this is very much a temporary situation. But we just want like a space where we can have a decent workout. We can go put some music on, get in the zone and have a good session. But I just feel like I can't really do that in my lounge. And yeah, it just gets really hot, like whatever. So we have this space that is a dumping ground. I'm gonna show you guys now. Please do not judge me. It is awful. This is the worst it's ever been. And I'm gonna shift most of the blame onto Steve. But I'll show you why in a second. So yeah, I'm gonna quickly, I need to pop out to B&Q, but I'm gonna quickly show you the garage, talk you through a couple of little plans. I mean, this isn't gonna be life-changing. It's really easy. Anyone who has a garage can 100% do this. So yeah, let me show you. Okay, so here we are. I don't even know where to start. It's such a tip. Obviously it's pretty simple. We just have like a concrete floor in here, grey kind of breeze block walls, and yeah, we've just dumped all our stuff in it. There's never been a car in here, there never will be. I actually don't think we can even fit our new car in here because it's not the biggest garage. But yeah, we have just like a massive dumping ground. So I've propped you up on a little chest of drawers, which is actually one that I had in my old house, and when we moved it, it broke. So I've just used it in here as a kind of DIY drawer. We have this here, which has like our lawnmower, our strimmer, all of that stuff. So that does kind of need to still stay in here. This is where I shift the blame. Pretty much all of this was meant to go to the tip months and months and months ago. And that was Steve's job to do that. And he never did it. So I think that our tip is now open again, which is great because we can obviously get rid of a lot of this stuff. There's like broken garden furniture, there's loads of boxes. There is also, we have, I don't know if you can see it, there's like a mirror leaning against the wall. So that's the mirror. We actually got it on Gumtree for like £10 like a year ago. So we can actually use that now and put it on the wall. There's also, this is really annoying, there's 2 full-length kitchen worktops, which I bought. I asked our contractor at the time, are these okay? Can I get these? He said yes. I bought them. They were ready to be installed in the house for like months and months and months. The day they went to go put them in, he told me they were the wrong size. So they are from Ikea. I haven't been able to return them. So they're also gonna have to kind of just live in here for a little while as well. We do hopefully have another project coming up, so maybe we can use them there, but for now they'll need to live here. We have garden waste bin at the back, which obviously needs to live in here as well. Lots of like dog crates. We have not 1 but 2 TVs in here. This big boy here is the one that I broke. This was in our lounge and I don't know how, but I managed to crack the screen, so we will probably take that to the tip. There's a spare small TV here, which I actually was given from a company I used to work at. They were just getting rid of it. They asked me if I wanted it and I just said yeah. So we're actually probably going to plug that in and get maybe like a Chromecast or something so that we can stream maybe like YouTube workout videos or something like that, even music, stream it from our phone onto the TV. We also have an old radio in here, so we'll get that plugged in. Then over here we have a king size mattress. So this was a mattress that was in So for those of you who don't know, me and Steve had our own houses and then we bought one together. So we had like a bit of a mashup of furniture. It's a really old, uncomfortable mattress. I asked Steve to get rid of it literally like when we moved in, which was nearly 2 years ago. And it's still sat here in the garage. So we need to go take that to the tip because I ain't having that in my new gym area, do you know what I mean? And then loads of, this is me, this is so me. In the past, whenever I've been to B&Q, they have a scrap wood section where you donate a bit of money to charity and you can take whatever scraps you want. And I just seem to have kind of accumulated a little selection there. So yeah, and then we've got like a few like random little bits of furniture and like lamps and stuff like that, which it's just like clogging the whole space up basically. So plan is obviously paint it all white. We've got a mirror to go on the wall there. We're gonna paint the floor out. I think I'm gonna add some I wanna add some fun little bits, like maybe like, we have all the scrap wood, maybe I can do a little bit of signage or some clever storage, something like that. But this is very much a project of, we pretty much have everything apart from the actual gym equipment and weights itself. I'm working on that, it's a real struggle everywhere, it's just out of stock at the moment. So yeah. We do have all the paint, everything like that. It's just a case of actually doing the work. So it's gonna be a busy day. So I'm gonna go to B&Q now, and then I think what I'm gonna do is actually clear literally everything out of here. Anything that needs to go into the tip is gonna go out the front or like in my car. And I'll move everything out and just power wash this floor because it is filthy and dusty. And then once that's all dry, I think this weekend Steve's gonna just help me. We're gonna blitz it, just the two of us, paint the whole garage out. And fingers crossed it won't take that long if there's two of us, but you never know. Sweating buckets, but I cleared out the whole garage all by myself, and it actually looks, I mean, no shock, it looks so much bigger now it's empty. So yeah, I'm actually gonna sweep it, get most of the kind of crap out of here, and then I have this really old Hoover. I'm gonna give it a bit of a blitz with the Hoover as well to make sure loads of the dust is up, and then I'm going to power wash the floor and then leave it to dry. I don't know how long it's going to take. It is quite warm today, so hopefully it will dry quite quickly, but my garden is just like, I don't know if you can even see that. Steve hasn't seen this yet. Right guys, it is the next day, so I let that floor dry overnight. I didn't film myself doing it because I just wanted to get it done and I didn't want to get my camera wet and all that jazz. So it's Saturday, so Steve is going to help me out today. We're going to start by painting the garage walls, aren't we?
Yay.
He's just making breakfast. So yeah, I'm going to quickly take you out and show you. I'm going to show you, we've got our golf clubs in here. We bought like the TVs in here. I had to leave everything out in the garden last night. I did check that it wasn't going to rain. So otherwise I wouldn't have left it out there. But let me show you literally all of the crap in our garden. So we got lots of stuff here. Mattress, cardboard boxes all stacked up. Oh god, like there's just way too much stuff. Oh, I forgot the keys. Right, I bet it's really echoey in here. So yeah, swept most of the crap out of here. I actually went around with that Hoover, which was an amazing idea because the broom would only like obviously pick up so much, and where I had the door open, I was like sweeping out onto the driveway. The wind was just like blowing it back in again, so it was great to use a Hoover. Power washed it. Along like the skirting, it is like a little bit damp still, but I'm gonna open up this door and hopefully it will dry out a lot quicker. But yeah, looks so much bigger without all of our crap in it. Did one coat of paint and we had to stop and pop to B&Q because we ran out of paint. But I'm gonna, there's a squeaky door. I'm gonna take you out now, show you where we are at the moment and give you an update on the paint situation because that's changed slightly, hasn't it, Steve?
Slightly.
Also, we found some of this in B&Q. It's like rubber floor matting, and it was like 10 quid a packet. So we picked up 2 packs. Yeah, Steve's suggestion. Thought it'd be a bit nicer to work out on some matting.
Just didn't really want to lie on the floor. Even with the yoga mat, there's still concrete floor out there, so anything that will give it a little bit of something. For sure. Right, let me chuck my shoes on. Here we are. Majority of it's covered, but what we've got is this brush. We got like a really thick bristle brush because the problem with that brick is, I'll take it closer. The problem is that it's really like porous, it's got like holes, so we thought if we get a brush and actually brush it in, it will cover it a lot better. And then we were saying halfway through, we were like, why did we paint it white? Because going from dark grey to white is just like a lot of work. So this wall is gonna be black. So that's one of the things we picked up, some black masonry paint. So we're gonna do one feature wall black, do the rest white. And then we're not entirely sure for the floor. I think if we've got enough of that black, we'll just do the floor black. If we don't have enough, I do have a tin of like really light grey, bluey, kind of garage floor paint. But we're hoping the matting will cover a fair amount of it anyway. Yeah.
And then what else have we got? We've got some hooks and stuff like that.
Just put the mirror up and then get some furniture back in here.
Once it's painting's just basically the paint, isn't it? Like getting the stuff in will be fine, but it's just, it's very hard work. So let's crack on. Right guys, so it's the next day and this nearly broke us, didn't it, Steve?
Yeah.
This took us all of Saturday to do. So, ta-da! It's not even finished yet. So yeah, I honestly can't remember like what I've said and not said. We ended up doing about 3 coats of paint on this white wall here. I think I said this because the bricks are really like porous. Steve ended up literally going and like brushing it on. So we did about 3 coats. We originally used a really cheap white masonry paint. We ran out of that and then ended up using 𝘭𝘪𝘮 own brand, just white emulsion paint, which worked so much better, didn't it?
I think it was a combination of the different paint and the brush
rather
than the roller, but yeah, that paint looked whiter.
Yeah, it looked different. On this wall here, we just used 𝘭𝘪𝘮 Good Home black masonry paint. That went on so much better. We did 2 coats there, but the bricks are different on that side, so that might be why. And then on the floor, we used Leyland, I think it was like heavy duty floor paint, and the colour was like 𝘱𝘳𝘰𝘮𝘪𝘭𝘪𝘢. I don't know how you say it, 𝘱𝘳𝘮𝘮𝘪. So it's this kind of light bluey grey colour. Yeah, it looks a lot better, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think so.
So much room for activities. We've brought in our mirror already. You may see that there's like that kind of square on the wall there hasn't had the same amount of coats because we just thought, what's the point of putting a mirror there? But right now we're going to just bring in some of the furniture that's just sitting in our garden basically. So we're going to bring that in, yeah, and start getting the room together a little bit. Are you ready?
Born ready.
Okay, he's born ready, let's go. So finally done with the gym. I'm just gonna take you around, show you everything we've done. I actually worked out in here this morning, and it's so much nicer having like a different space to work out in that's like separate from the house. And we had like the garage door open and everything. It was really nice and cool. But yeah, let me take you around. So as you walk in, just here we have this wall. So this down here was a plank of wood that was just like spare. So I just like painted it black and added some kind of like hooks and stuff so we could hang. These are like the long resistance bands with the handles. These are the shorter kind of glute resistance bands, and I've got some sliders and some spare stuff down there. We also have our boxing stuff up on the wall as well, which I thought looked really cool, like more of a feature than anything. Then that is actually Steve's squash racket, so I hung that up as well because I thought that looked quite good. And then we've just kind of put our golf clubs in the corner up against the wall. So this is very much all of like the equipment area. I'm not 100% happy with how this turned out, to be perfectly honest. Steve likes it. I don't know, I just wanted something on the wall that was like, kind of broke it up a bit and made it look less like a garage. And it's literally just a sheet of perspex that used to be on our dining table, and you would have seen that I like masked out the letters and kind of painted it on. It's not as clean as I would have liked. I don't know, it just looks a little bit too handmade for my liking, but it's better than nothing, so we'll stick with that. And then in this bit here, we have our gym mats, which are so good. So there are 2 packs, and each pack was 6 tiles, and I think they were 10 quid each, so that's really not too bad for gym flooring. We got them from B&Q, and I'd seen them online, but they were a lot more expensive, so we're pretty happy with that. But then we've got like our kind of like radio set up here. This is Rocky's travel crate, which we kind of use in the car if we need to. But I don't know, I just thought it'd be quite nice for him to have like a little bit of a bed in here if he does want to come in and chill. And then on top we have like a spare yoga mat. Also have a kind of like barbell cover if we're lucky enough to be able to get our hands on some weights. Doesn't look like it's going to happen. And then I also have, it's a bit random, I have a tyre, which is actually, we got this before lockdown, someone was just chucking it out, so we said that we'd take it. Gonna use it for a different DIY project though. This is like the best hack ever. So we had a bag of sand, which was like a play pit for Rocky because he used to dig in the garden and it was to stop him from digging. So we had all this sand left over that we didn't need anymore. Rather than chucking it, you would have seen what I did is weigh it out into individual bags. So there's 14 bags in there. Each bag of sand is 1 kg. So I just put them in bags, put the bags in a dustbin bag so it wouldn't leak, and then put it in my Calvin Klein hold-all. This is the most bougie weight bag you've ever seen, but this is kind of like a 14 kg weighted bag now. So that's a really, really cheap way if you are like desperate to get some sort of weights in. Check out like a big bag of sand or something like that. And yeah, it means that because they're in individual bags, I can take some out if I want to lighten the load, or if Steve wants to obviously use the 14 kg, he can. Yeah, so we'll be doing like squats, maybe lunges and stuff with that. This is the mirror that I said about. We actually got that off of Gumtree. It was like a tenner off of Gumtree. We got it like a year ago when we were originally going to do the garage as a gym, and we didn't get around to it, so I've literally screwed it into the wall. And yeah, so it's right in front of the mat. Really happy with that. We also have, that was a spare chair that's really, really old, so I just painted it black to kind of tie in, but I thought that'd be good to sit and do shoulder press, tricep dips, stuff like that. What else is there? Oh, another thing here actually, I forgot. So we had this dog pen. I don't know if you can really see it. We had this kind of like dog pen for when Rocky was a puppy, and he actually hated it and we never used it. We've just kept it, and you can kind of like flatten it out in a line. So we've got that across the back there so that we can have the door open. Rocky's not going to run out onto the road, which is good, because it's so nice in here when the door's open. Obviously we had to have the wheelie bin in here, which ruins the aesthetic a little bit, but it's not too bad. I actually managed to get rid of loads of stuff. So you guys will remember there was like a mattress in here. There's just loads of bits. So I actually put them on Gumtree for free collection, and people just took them like on the same day. So those bits are all gone now, which means we don't have that much. And then the only other corner is this one. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, this is letting the room down. This is like the DIY corner. We have said that it would be so much nicer if we had like a big wardrobe or something here, and maybe when all of this is over, we can look at getting like a wardrobe, maybe paint it black or something like that, and just really hide everything away. But we've got like all our DIY stuff in here. This is all just like paints and like paint trays and stuff. We have a couple of trugs of like old towels and sheets and stuff to cover things, as well as like extra dog food, stuff like that. This one's like a gardening drawer. So this is actually the IKEA chest of drawers that broke. So this is in my old house when we broke it when we moved. And then that one was a shoe drawer that we used to have, which also broke. So we've just put them on top of each other for extra storage, and just loads of other stuff down the side. So it doesn't look great, but it's better than nothing. And then this is one of the old TVs that we've just put up here. So we've got a wire that we can plug it into one of our phones. So if we want to do like a YouTube workout or some sort of like workout off of our phone, we can actually plug it in and then play it on the TV and then do it over there on the mat. So that's really, really cool. And then got like a Hoover down there. There's like a spare fan down there, which we can use if it does get really hot. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Pretty sure I am officially DIY'd out now. So I think this may be the last one I'm doing for a while. But you guys do have my lounge transformation, which is done, but not my channel yet, but that's coming the beginning of June. But yeah, so glad we got this done, because I just think it's gonna be a lot better for us in the long run. But yeah, obviously as much as I can link, I will link down below, but most of this project was kind of like using stuff we already had and making use of the space that we already had. Well, I know like the mirror, you can order those online, because that Perspex I originally ordered online. So I will leave links for stuff like that below if you do want to go check them out. Yeah, I think that's everything. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you have, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, because it really supports my channel. And if you haven't already subscribed, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn your notifications on so you never miss an upcoming video. And until next time, I will see you guys later.